Guys, welcome back to Charisco Crypto. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's discuss everything else that is happening in the world of crypto, guys. You are welcome. 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 So, guys, as you guys can see, so Bitcoin is still holding between $106,000 $200. So it's amazing, but slightly lower than yesterday. That's because during our live stream yesterday, Bitcoin was still holding above $107,000. So, guys, as you guys can see, let's dive into the market. Let's discuss the Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. I can see the chat booming. So, guys, for sure. So, if you have any question, drop your question on the chat. So, let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto. A lot of good things still happening in the crypto space. So, the crypto market is still trading sideways. Bitcoin, as you guys can see, is still holding between $106,000, which is amazing. So, guys, there's a lot of good things to talk about, but President Trump and Elon Musk is still kicking it once again, following the beautiful bill that President Trump want to pass. Yeah, you guys are welcome. So, welcome. Let's discuss Bitcoin and other good things that is happening in the world of crypto. So, guys, there are a lot of good things still happening in this space. The banks are still, they still accumulating more Bitcoin and crypto, more banks, getting involved in Bitcoin and crypto. So we'll be diving into the market. So Trump, if you all know, I showed you guys just a few days ago that the U.S. National debt is skyrocketing. So which is it's not good. That's because the government they keep printing more money every single day, which is why that's why we have Bitcoin. So that's why we have Bitcoin. So now the U.S. Senate just they just passed the big beautiful bill to so at least which they just voted on it just now, and you guys know what that means. So they will keep printing more money once again, which is what Elon Musk, which is the CEO of Tesla, is against that. But the President Trump said no. So that is not what Elon Musk is against. And Elon Musk support the beautiful bill before now. It happened to be that now that the US they said no to EV mandate. So that is what Elon Musk is against. So guys, stay tuned. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. There's a lot of good things to share with you guys. So German banks, which is called Sparkers, so they said that they will be launching crypto trading for retailers by this at least summer 2026, which is amazing. A lot of good things happening in this space. Robert Kiyosaki, which is the founder the author of Rich Dad and Poor Dad, he said he just bought more Bitcoin, so you should acquire more Bitcoin. That is because the U.S. national debt keeps skyrocketing, guys, and one of the way to hedge against inflation is to buy more Bitcoin. So this is Robert Kiyosaki, so one of the biggest investor in the history of mankind, telling you guys to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So not just that. So historically, we are in July. So I showed you guys yesterday that we just had the Q2, so with about 31%. And historically, July is usually a good month for Bitcoin and crypto. So which we'll be looking into that, as you guys can see on my on my on my title and my top there. I said that a huge had a huge move ahead. So that this signals Bitcoin and cryptos historical bigger move ahead. So which I will also be showing you guys the chart with the historical move of July over the previous years. So let's dive into the market first. As you guys can see, the US Senate has passed President Trump, the big President Trump's big, beautiful bill, clearing the way for a final vote in the House. So, which take us here, Trump threatening to dodge him. President Trump even said that he's even thinking of deporting Elon Musk, which is crazy. Sounds crazy. So I'll be playing the clip for you guys. They just asked President Trump, so if he ever think of deporting Elon Musk, he said that it's crazy, man. So this is why we have Bitcoin. So this is why we have Bitcoin and crypto. That is because Bitcoin is so decentralized. You can print more Bitcoin. You can print more fiat, which is what Elon Musk is against. So before we come there, I will play the short clip for you guys to see. So so that's why you need to stay tuned. Trump threatening to turn dodging against former chief, which is Elon Musk. You all know that Elon Musk was the former chief of dodging. So what was Dodgy doing? So they was trying their best to cut off this you know too much spending. And now that Elon Musk is against President Trump, President Trump is saying that I hope you guys cannot hear me. Can see the chat booming. Yeah, let me see the chat a little bit so before we dive in. So let me see, guys. Come here, let me see you guys. Can see the chat booming. Yeah, guys, stay tuned. So let's discuss Bitcoin. Yeah, Gloria, Trekas, Zaza, you guys are welcome. Matthew Kingdom. So Matthew, David, Stefan, Naomi, Garicios, you guys are all welcome. You guys are welcome. Favor, Vincent, Miraculous, Christabel, Kamaru, you guys are welcome. Rebel, Sita, Festus, Slade, Jude, you guys are welcome. Chukwuemeka, Victoria, Chidela, I know I can't mention you guys all. So you guys are all welcome. You are all welcome. You are all welcome. J Boy, Raven, so Akache, you guys are welcome. So stay tuned. So guys, let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. So always share this stream with your friends and family. Let them know about Bitcoin and crypto. So let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. Let's see what is happening in the market. Let's discuss Bitcoin and everything else that is happening in the market. So guys, as you guys can see, Trump threatening to turn dodging against the former chief, which is Elon Musk. So President Trump is saying that he will tell Dodgy to investigate, at least to investigate Tesla. That's because Tesla, which is the EV. So that's because the previous administration, which is the Joe Biden, which is we all know that Elon Musk does not like that administration. So which is why he campaigned for President Trump. Now the previous administration signed a deal with the president, which is Elon Musk, at least to make EV mandate. Now President Trump is against EV mandate, which many people don't even like EV, so electric vehicles. Now President Trump said that that is why Elon Musk is against him. So now he wants to try to make sure that because all those money they are even allocated to Elon Musk, they cut it off, which it will be good. So as you guys can see, Tesla share, which I know that this does not have anything to do with crypto so much, but you guys need to know that Tesla share just tumbled after Trump says Doge should look at Elon Musk's subsidies, which is crazy. Now Tesla is down tremendously, so which may sound crazy. Musk shares Trump's tax base as a debt slavery. He vows to unseat Republicans who is backing it. So Elon Musk is telling that they should not pass the bill. They just passed the beautiful bill now. And Elon Musk is saying that, any Republicans that make the deal pass through, so he will try to make sure that, the persons have to go out from his seat, which is crazy. So yesterday, you guys know, I always show you guys this. This is why we have Bitcoin. As you guys can see, Elon Musk posted this yesterday. He said, when are they going to flatten this curve? This is a US national debt is skyrocketing. Why is this skyrocketing? That's because the government keep printing more money, but you can't print more Bitcoin, which is why everyone out there try to make sure that you have a Bitcoin and crypto in your portfolio. Yeah, guys, I can see the chat booming for sure. End of the stream, so we do Q&A, question and answer. So drop your question on the chat, so we'll be doing Q&A. And you share the stream with your friends and family alone. It will give you an opportunity to win a Bitcoin and crypto NFTs as well from me. So always tune in every single day. Make sure your notification bell is on. That's because sometimes I do late, with few minutes. So as you guys can see, this is US national debt. The US national debt is even better than most countries. I posted a clip today, which the founder of USDT, which is called Paolo. So I posted the short clip today. What was he saying? He said that inflation it keep eating away our buy power. Most countries, even mention Nigeria, Venezuela, most other countries as well. Even if here in Europe as well, the inflation keep eating away our buy power. So which is sound crazy. So that is because if you can buy this just a few years ago with $100, now you will be buying it with $150. That means the inflation has been up with about 50%. But the government will not tell you that. They will keep telling you that, one of the way to hold you have to hold your money in fiat. No, you don't have to hold your money in fiat. That is because fiat, which is the government money, your buy power, when you keep your money in fiat, your buy power keep going down every single day. So I will be coming back to we will do Q&A, guys. I can see you guys asking a question on the chat. So for sure we do Q&A, question and answer at the end of the stream. So let's move further, guys. This is a Bitcoin monthly return, as you guys can see. So we are in July. Yesterday, we added June with about the Q2 with about 31%, 31.60 something percent, the Q1. So now, as you guys can see, with the historical, this is a Bitcoin historical monthly return. So we just added June. Now we are in July. So today we are slightly down with about a few percent. So as you guys can see. So let's see what the month will bring. So as you guys can see, 2020. So even in 2020, so July, so we added it with about a 24%, 2021. So because we was in uptrend, so July, as you guys can also see here, 2021, we also added it with about 18.19%. So 2023, 2022, even in 2022, when we were still in downtrend, so because I remember 2022 was in downtrend, the market was going down. That was when Bitcoin did down to $16,000. So as you guys can see, even if that 2022, you guys can still see that we still have a good a monthly return with about 16.8%, which is amazing. So you guys can also see here. So just 2023, so we still have a minus 4%. 2024, so we have almost about a 3% return. So now let's see what this year monthly return will bring. So historically, as you guys can see, Bitcoin monthly return July is a good month. So let's see what the month will produce before let's see what we, because I think, okay, so if history is on our side, so this month at least we may have, Bitcoin is sitting above $106,000. So this month, at least, Bitcoin may see a new all-time high. Even if Plan B posted it on his S, which I'll be showing you guys, before Q&A or before the end of the stream. So he also showed that, so Bitcoin and crypto is still on track. Let me see if I can easily bring it out. So it's saying that Bitcoin and crypto is still on track. You don't have to be scared. Everything is on track. That is because, we are still on track to head up to at least, I think, this cycle, $130,000 is still possible, guys. So stay tuned. There are a lot of good news to share with you guys. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. All you just need to do is to keep this year. So keep this year, keep buying. It's one of the way to make sure that, you will be able to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto, generate financial freedom. So as you guys can see here, this is a Plan B posted this about a few hours ago. He said that the Bitcoin June close price 107,190. Sorry, take that back. $179. New monthly close high. So like a clockwork. So what Plan B is saying that so Bitcoin and crypto is still on track, at least to head up to, because Plan B still expect at least 180 to 200K this cycle, because he is so much bullish. I'm bullish as well, but you know I still think if history is on our side, we don't have so much time. That is because after having event, historically, we usually have 18 months. So now, if you look at from having event to date, we don't have so much time on our side. We don't have so much time on our side, guys. So quickly, guys, let's move further. Let's see this. This is entrepreneur, which is Robert Kiyosaki. He said that he just bought more Bitcoin. He just bought another Bitcoin today. So he confirmed it that, all you just need to do is to keep accumulating more Bitcoin. That is because he believes Bitcoin will be going to $1 million per a coin one day. For sure, it will happen. It's just a matter of time. I remember 2016. So, sorry, I tell you, 2022 here, when Bitcoin did back that to 16,000. 2022, still less than 3 years. So when Bitcoin was trading between $60,000, everybody was scared, which is why I'm here every single day to keep encouraging you guys not to sell your Bitcoin and crypto for the waste. The way the big boy, the Wall Street. What thing I always say is that it's very, very important. Keep taking profit if you are in profit. That is because that is one of the way to be able to buy back more Bitcoin and crypto. So if you did not take profit and you don't have so much cash on your side, how will you be able to buy more Bitcoin and crypto? So I always say that try to make sure you have more Bitcoin and crypto on your side. It's very, very important to have more Bitcoin and crypto on your side. This is Robert Kiyosaki. At the first, he was buying gold and silver. Now, he's urging everyone to make sure that he accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So Robert Kiyosaki said that, he just bought another Bitcoin. So he's expecting Bitcoin to be heading at least $1 million per coin one day. I think next cycle, which is just between 4 or 5 years from now, it's possible for Bitcoin to be traded between $1 million per coin. So this cycle, it seems possible, but that's because if history is on our side, so we don't have so much time left. I will show you guys the data, the historical chart, so because Bitcoin usually go with 4 year cycle. If you guys have been in crypto for a while, you guys will know that we usually go with 4 year cycle. Yeah, guys, I can see the chat booming. Share this room with your friends and family. So let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto together, man. If you are just joining the community, here all we do is to make sure that so we build a financial freedom together. So not a financial advice, but for us to achieve a financial freedom together. It's very, very important. That's because it's one of the best freedom, one of the biggest and best freedom you can ever get and you can ever gain in your life. So achieving a financial freedom. So because when you are financially free, you can do everything, live a better life, travel around the world, eat good food. And that is what Bitcoin has been creating over the past few years. Bitcoin has created more millionaires than ever. That is because it's an asset that has a mass supply. So as you guys can see, Robert Kiyosaki is urging you guys to buy more Bitcoin and crypto. He's expecting Bitcoin to be trading $1 million per coin in the next few years. So guys, let's move further. So as you guys can see, not just Robert Kiyosaki, only Robert Kiyosaki who is buying. Guys, I can see the chat booming, so the questions are dropping. So for sure, we do Q&A at the end of the stream, every end of the stream. You guys already know that. So let's dive in. Did this secure up to $528 million? This is more than $500 million. So at least what would they be using it for? To form Bitcoin treasury strategy. Every company right now try to make sure they add their Bitcoin to their reserve, their treasury, which is why MicroStrategy understand that the national debt will keep skyrocketing. It will never go down. If you think that the U.S. national debt it will drop down, I don't think it will ever happen. It has been skyrocketing. That is because each government each tenor, every government want to try to make sure that they make money, and you guys already know that. Even if here in Europe, in most African country, in Asia, every part of the world. So the government they are all about themselves, and one of the ways for you yourself to hedge against inflation is to make sure that you hold a strong asset like Bitcoin and crypto. So which is why most company you can see here they keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. Another $528 million just raised to add more to buy more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So the big boys keep buying. Have showed you guys every single day. I always show you guys, even if I always show you guys BlackRock buying, Fidelity buying, MicroStrategy buying, more company, other companies like that. Keep buying and buying and buying and buying. They keep accumulating more Bitcoin. Yeah, guys, if you are watching from S, aka Twitter, retweet. And if you are watching from Kick as well or Twitch, so if you are watching me from Kick or Twitch as well, I try to make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and following me on YouTube. That's because most of the time I can't stream to those other platforms. So make sure that you are following from the YouTube channel as well. So turn on the notification bell. Make sure that your notification bell is on. Share the stream with your friends and family. Share the stream with your friends and family. It's very, very important. So you guys can see every single day. I'm here to keep encouraging you guys to keep this year. That's because it has been one of the best way to accumulate more Bitcoin. People who has made money in Bitcoin and cryptos are not traders, are investors. You guys can testify to that. Who have been in crypto for a while will testify to that. That people who make money in cryptos are not just traders, are investors. So which is why I always tell you guys that try to make sure that you own some Bitcoin and crypto in your portfolio. It's very, very important, guys. This guy you can see, which you guys are seeing here, this is Jerome Paul. So during the ECF folium about just about a few hours ago, not even up to two hours. So this is Jerome Paul. Jerome Paul is saying that crypto stablecoin is positive step and says that it's a framework so as well. So which is amazing. So it just over the past few days, Jerome Paul has been endorsing Bitcoin and crypto. He said that Bitcoin and crypto is amazing, and it's becoming a huge mainstream. So and the banks are now offering crypto services and custodian for their clients as well. Just in the last week alone, he says all those things to endorse Bitcoin and crypto. So let me play the short clip so you guys can see. This is Jerome Paul. Can you guys? I don't know if you guys can hear him.
To create such a thing. Now it looks like we're well on the way to creating a framework, which I think is on state. You say on stable coins, if I can.
Yeah.
I do share the concerns that you hear here, but I also think it's a positive step that we don't have a regulatory framework for these now in the United States. We tried very hard in the last Congress to work with, people on both sides of the aisle to create such a thing. Now it looks like we're well on the way to creating a framework, which I think is something we need. If we're going to have stable coins, and apparently we are, we need to have a federal and state level regulatory framework, which I think we're making progress towards having.
We only have a couple.
So guys, it's just a short clip of a few seconds. So what Fed Chair Jerome Paul, what he's saying is that what he's saying is that a stable coin crypto is positive step ahead framework for the for the industry. So which is huge. So it just does Bitcoin and crypto once again. So before now, it's not like that. President Trump said that he may decide. They asked President Trump if he want to if he may deport Elon Musk. So he said that it will look into that. So, but we tell Dodgy to investigate Elon Musk, which is crazy. So, guys, before we get there, as you guys can see, this is Germany large bank. Germany largest bank, which is called Deutsche Bank. Not just Deutsche Bank, I will also be showing you guys another bank that is still interested in Bitcoin and crypto as well. So more banks are getting into Bitcoin and crypto, guys. So this is huge. Few years ago, you will be hearing that banks be telling you that Bitcoin and crypto is scam. Now banks are now getting involved in Bitcoin and crypto. Not even even if Revolut is already offering Bitcoin and crypto, but this is Germany. As you guys can see here, Germany largest bank, Deutsche Bank, plan to launch Bitcoin and crypto's custodial service. So, which this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. So, more banks getting involved in Bitcoin and crypto. So, this is Deutsche Bank. So, let's see what another one here. This is another Germany's largest bank was again, which is called Sparkers. Here it's because Sparkers said that they will be launching crypto trading for retail clients by summer 2026. Every single day, more people getting the abduction of Bitcoin and crypto keep getting wide, guys. So, which is you don't need to miss out in the crypto space. You know, the financial system right now is going into Bitcoin and crypto. So, it's one of the way for you to the freedom alone, the decentralization alone. You don't need a third party for you to send Bitcoin to a person, anybody, every part of the world. So once you are holding a decentralized wallet like Phantom or Trust Wallet, or you are using a ledger, you are using a treasure, which I always say, try to make sure you keep your seed free safe. So all you just need to do is for you to scan the QR code, or you paste the address, boom, in few seconds you will receive it. I have shown you guys here multiple times. It's just that on this studio right now, my Phantom wallet don't reflect. Like right now, I just click on it. It's showing here, but it can't reflect. I don't know, but I think that is for security reason. So it's better one for one way is good, but in the other way around, if I want to show you guys something, it's not good. Like for example, I will have for example, if I want to send a USDT or Bitcoin to this address, it's just a second, boom. So you will receive it here. It's not even up to a minute. You will receive it there. So the decentralization of Bitcoin and crypto alone is amazing. Yeah, guys, we'll be doing Q&A shortly. So this is President Trump. So guys, you guys need to see this. So this is President Trump. What happened here is that Trump just be asking if he would deport Elon Musk, because me myself before now I don't know about that. I just heard that Elon Musk is from South Africa. So they said he was born in South Africa. His father was in South Africa. He was born in South Africa. From South Africa, he went to Canada. From Canada, so he now went to reside in the US. So I didn't even know that Elon Musk is not from the US as well. But I know it's not from US when President Trump said that he was not born in US. But I did know maybe his family is not from US, just like that. You all know that those people are crazy. Imagine Elon Musk who campaigned for President Trump. He now, I know, even if Elon is against Trump, but even if Trump as well, now he's not taking it easy with Elon Musk. So which is out crazy. So let's quickly see what he have to say about Elon Musk. It's just a short clip. There's not much volume from it as well. Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies, Peter. But Elon's very upset that the EV mandate is going to be terminated. And you know what? When you look at it, not everybody wants an electric car. I don't want an electric car. I want to have maybe gasoline, maybe electric, maybe a hybrid, maybe someday a hydrogen. If we have a hydrogen car, it has one problem, it blows up. So I'm going to give that one to Peter. I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. They just say President Trump. They just say Trump. Will you deport Elon Musk? Will you deport Elon Musk? He said, I don't know. I may take a look. So he now said that what he confirmed that he confirmed that he will be sending a Doge So, which before now, you all know that Elon Musk was the chief of Doge. So, at least what was Doge doing just about a few months ago is to make sure that they cut off the too much spending. Now he's saying that he will tell Doge to look at Elon Musk's the money, the subsidies being called. So he said that we tell Doji to look at to get a look at Elon Musk's subsidy, so that to if they should cut Elon Musk's spending. So that's because even if the US they allocate a good amount of money to EV cars as well. So he said that that will also try help the US to get a good amount of money as well, which is crazy. So, guys, as you guys can see, so this is all these things are happening. So this is why you need Bitcoin and crypto. This is why you need Bitcoin. Every single day, I always try to let you guys know that you need Bitcoin than ever. According to during Bitcoin conference, there's one guy that said that it was Jack Miller, which is the CEO of One OS Capital. He said that. Jack said that you need Bitcoin. Bitcoin don't need you. So this is an asset that has a mass supply. You guys can see here the big boys keep accumulating. So BlackRock keep buying, Fidelity keep buying, Grayscale keep buying, Axe 21 share keep buying. The big boys keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. So which is amazing. So just US spot ETF alone today, they are still holding a $132 billion worth of Bitcoin. So excluding just this year exclude Meta Planet and strategy, who keep buying and buying and buying. So guys, let's do Q&A. So today the market is slightly down, so which is normal. So this is just the normal. So as I always say, for sure, you all know that the market is always volatile. I think it's because of following this Jerome Powell, the meeting which he had about a few hours ago. So a lot of people was expecting him to say things more positive than that. But you all know, Jerome Powell is smart. So not that he deliberately know what to cut the rate, but Jerome Powell totally understand that, inflation is real. And one of the way to hedge against inflation is to make sure that him did not cut the rate. So, and you all know one of the best way to hedge against inflation is to have an asset that hedge against inflation, which is Bitcoin. But one of the way for Jerome Powell to hedge against this inflation a little bit is for him not to cut rate. And Trump want him to cut rate, which is why President Trump called him stupid just a few days ago. He said that Jerome Powell is stupid. He don't want to cut rate, which is not true. Jerome Powell is not stupid. So I want to refresh this my screen so I can let's see, so we can do Q&A. Sorry guys, so I want to see this my screen. Let me refresh. Okay, let me refresh the chat, the Bitcoin chat. So let's do Q&A, question and answer. Drop your question on the chat. Share this stream with your friends and family. So let's dive into the market. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto. This was just June June 22, which is just about let's say it's now between about 2 weeks now, which is still not less than 2 weeks. Bitcoin did back down to $98,000. So don't be fearful that Bitcoin is still trading between $106,000. No, it's just a normal thing in the world of crypto. That is why there is opportunity in the crypto space. We will all achieve a financial freedom together just by investing in Bitcoin and crypto. It's very, very important. Keep this year dollar cost average. So let's do Q&A. I can see the chat booming. Guys, keep the questions coming. Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Gloria Tansel, Matthew, Dom, you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. So let's do Q&A. I call it a day. Thank you, guys. Happy New Month. Yeah, we're in July. a positive month for Bitcoin and crypto, man. So let's see what the month will bring. Yeah, thank you guys. Favor, thank you, Vincent. Yeah, Miraculous. Happy new month, guys. Thank you, love, and thank you. No, Elon Musk did not create Doge's meme coin, so it's just that Elon Musk likes Doge as a meme coin. That is why when he was employed as the one of the chief of that secretary, he decided to rename it as a Doge. So Doge is not just the name of a meme coin. It's a name of a secret service as in US at least that will investigate the cutoff of the endless spending in US. So if there is too much spending in some part of the areas, they have to cut it off. So that was what you all know. 2 months ago, Elon Musk was the chief of the Doge. So people who cut off the endless spending. So after he resigned, just still less than a month when he resigned. So since then, he has been against President Trump. But President Trump said that Elon Musk is in support of that this beautiful bill for them to print more money. But this bill, Elon Musk said he's against it. So, and President Trump said Elon Musk is against this bill because of now he said no. So there should not be EV mandate for everyone. That's because during President Joe Biden, so they implement a law by 2030 there will be EV mandate. Now Elon Musk said that no, so he is not. Even him himself did not support EV mandate. So which sounds crazy. So you all know this is politics. Those guys are playing politics, man. So let's see. Hello. Bozin, he said that I should tell you about Ethereum. One thing is that Ethereum is Ethereum is a good protocol. So it's been down for a while. So Ethereum all-time high was 4,800 last cycle. This cycle we head up to $4,000, $4,200 plus but before we started dipping down. One thing is that the scalability of Ethereum is still not scaled. So the transaction fee is still huge. We still have a lot of good things going on with Ethereum. So more buying still happening in Ethereum. I saw it about on chain about a few hours ago. Even if Fidelity as well, Fidelity just added almost about I have it here. Fidelity added about 10,283 Ethereum less than 24 hours ago. What about $25.7 million? So the big boys keep buying, they keep accumulating more Ethereum. So if you look, most of the popular NFTs are on Ethereum, followed by Solana as well. So which is why you still don't need to sleep on Ethereum. But one thing is that if it's a good time to buy, which is one of the questions which I know you guys are asking, is it a good time to buy? To me, I haven't been this year yet. That is because I was buying when the Bitcoin was trading between 16,000. So and when other altcoin as well. Ethereum did back down to $800. So when Bitcoin was trading between $60,000, Solana was trading between below $10. So that was when I was still accumulating. Now I think it's a good time to still take profit. That is because Bitcoin is still trading above $106,000. So do I think that Bitcoin can go up higher than this? Yes, it's possible. But you all know you can't predict the future 100%. If you are just coming into the market, you want to DCA for a long term, yeah, you can DCA for a long term. So you can hold for a long term. You are looking into at least next 4 years for now. It's a good time to keep buying, to keep DCA. So do I think if the market can dip down more than here? Yeah, Bitcoin can still dip back down 50% from here. That is because for the miners to run out in profit, Bitcoin need to, because to mine one Bitcoin today, it costs between us $53,000. So each cycle we usually dip below, slightly below, when the miners run out in profit. The miners have still not run out in profit yet. So which is why I say that Bitcoin is still trading up high as of today. So I'm not trying to scare you guys, but I'm trying to let you guys know, prepare. I'm trying to prepare you guys for what is coming. So if Bitcoin did back down 50% from here, it's possible. If history is on our side, that is because the big boys that still buy, but when they are buying, they use OTC market. They don't buy from the open market. They buy calling Coinbase. I need a $1 billion. Coinbase still hold more than $200 billion worth of Bitcoin under their management. Even if Michael Saylor want to buy $4 billion worth of Bitcoin today, he don't want to buy from open market because he don't want to be buying and Bitcoin is skyrocketing. No, he want to buy so at a single price, in just a one transaction. He called Coinbase, I need $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Coinbase transfer the price, they transfer Bitcoin to them, they transfer the cash to Coinbase. That is one of the way which the Wall Street used to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So if you want to DCA, I will be starting my DCA portfolio now till end of the month. You guys will be seeing what I will be buying. It has to be an open portfolio. It will be between every Thursday. I will be adding between $50 to that open portfolio. What I will be buying in my private portfolio is what I will be buying in that open portfolio. So if you guys want to DCA, try to make sure you have some cash on your side so that when the market deep down, we'll be DCA together. I will start my DCA portfolio soon. That question from Bose. So guys, so there are a lot of good things still happening with Ethereum and Solana as well. Don't forget, Ethereum already have a spot ETF, so it's no longer clarified as a security asset. As a security, Ethereum is now an asset. Despite it's still slightly down, but Ethereum is now an asset. You can't declare tomorrow Ethereum as a security. Ethereum is still trading between $2,400, $2,425. Solana was almost back up to $160 yesterday. So before the Bitcoin is slightly down today, you can see most of the altcoins are on red today. Some of them are on flat. Solana in the past 24 hours been down with almost about 6%. That's because yesterday was up huge yesterday. The future trade on Ethereum and Ethereum price. So you guys will see when I will be starting my DCA portfolio. So you are in the right community. If you want to buy Bitcoin and crypto and you don't know what to buy, you are in the right place. We will start our DCA portfolio now till end of the year. That is because if history is on our side, I think now till the end of the year, Bitcoin will dip below, at least below $100,000. So I will tell you where I think Bitcoin will be going to because I always tell you guys, instead of me to be bullish, I will be bearish. So instead of me to be bearish, I will be bullish. That is because I've seen many cycle when Bitcoin deep back down, when Bitcoin deep down, when a lot of people was thinking that Bitcoin is going to zero, you know. So picking up NFT as well. So there's still a good amount of money to make in the NFT space. So guys, don't be scared that Bitcoin is traded between $106,000. DCA and hold for a long term is one of the way to accumulate more Bitcoin. At least you can buy $2 worth of Bitcoin, $3 worth of Solana, $2 worth of all those good altcoin. Pick up some good altcoin. And if you don't know some good altcoin to buy, so that is why when I start my DCA portfolio, you guys will be seeing what I will be buying. So this is what I've been doing over the past few years. DCA dollar cost average in my portfolio, and a day like today, all I need to do is to take profit. It's one of the way to accumulate wealth. Thank you, guys. Sorry, Ken. Plan B. Plan B, they deceive himself. I say that as well. I don't think Bitcoin. So Plan B is still expecting Bitcoin to head up to $500,000 this year. Last cycle, Plan B, he was 90 to, let's say, 80 to 90% accurate. So he predict the market. He will even predict the end of the month. Bitcoin, if you say Bitcoin will be ending between 100,000, Bitcoin will end between 100,000. That's because, so last cycle, Bitcoin was still trading between 30,000. He will say the month will be ending between $35,000. Bitcoin will end with $35,000. So he now predict Bitcoin to head up to $100,000 last cycle. So Bitcoin ended $64,000. We head up to $64,000. Boom. That's when the market start dipping down. So which is why I always say you can't predict the future 100%. Take profit. Make sure you some catch is on your side. It's one of the important thing. Take profit if you're in profit. But if you are not in profit, hold the one you already buy. Hold it. Hold for a long term. Imagine if you have an opportunity to buy just $10 worth of Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin, I always show you guys this example. 2011, Bitcoin was still trading below $1. $10 will have give you $1 million plus as of today. But what you need to ask yourself is that will you have be able to hold your Bitcoin from $1 till date? There are people who buy Bitcoin where Bitcoin was trading $1, but they said they are Bitcoin where Bitcoin was trading between $10 because they don't have mind enough. They're always scared. Even if as of today Bitcoin is trading between $106,000, you can see that let's see the fear and greediness. The fear and greediness is neutral. When few months ago the fear and greediness was few months ago the fear and greediness was just about 75. Now people are being neutral on the market once again. Imagine if Bitcoin did back down to 80,000, people will be extremely fearful. So, okay, imagine if, let's say, it happened to be that a MicroStrategy say they will be selling 50% of their Bitcoin holding. Guys, that is when, people will be so much fearful. Bitcoin will dip down. So, Bitcoin will dip more down. Let me get my camera back once again. It's crazy. So, sometimes it's like that. So, let me try and get my camera back. So, guys, so you don't have to stay the data are still telling us that we are still on track. Don't be fearful. Plan B is deceiving itself. That is Silicon. Plan B is still expecting Bitcoin to head up to $500,000. I don't think this cycle, next cycle is possible. For Bitcoin to head up to $1 million, we just need to have the market cap of gold, which is 22 trillion. So that is why we are still early. Bitcoin just having a market cap of just 2 trillion as of today, guys. Highest 125,000. That is my prediction as well. Seliki, as I think maybe we'll be able to head up to 120,000. Yeah, 120, $125,000 is possible this cycle. But $500,000, I don't think is possible. Which is why I say take profit so that if the market is down, we'll be able to accumulate more. Because if you look at history, if history is on our side, we don't have so much time left, guys. We don't have so much time left. Happy new month, Solikin. Yeah. Guys, greatest, 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 greatest. Yeah, I think, it will be a great month. July usually be a good month for the Bitcoin and crypto space. I show you guys just now the historical charts that show that, so for sure, Bitcoin will perform good this month, guys. Keep smashing the like, guys. Smash the like. Okay, sorry, guys. Smash the like, share this room with your friends and family. Yeah, the same thing I think. Because we now have Wall Street, the massive adoption of Wall Street. This is not is huge, guys. If you look on chain, the Wall Street, the big boys, They keep accumulating and accumulating, which is why I think Bitcoin will not, the volatility keep reducing. We will not, the market, even if we Bitcoin deep down, it will not deep down like before. Because the Wall Street, they keep buying and buying and buying and buying. They keep accumulating. Look, I just showed you guys just now, just US spot ETF alone. It's already holding more than $133 billion worth of Bitcoin, just US spot ETF alone. So MicroStrategy alone is already holding $64 billion worth of Bitcoin. So even if the market will dip down, it will dip down like the previous cycle. That is because the big boys, they keep buying and buying and buying. You are 100% right, Selikin. The same thing, I think. Yeah, and, most of them, now a lot of people are bullish. Bitcoin is still trading above 106,000 dollars. I still think 120 is possible, but if Bitcoin dip below $80,000, you will see how people will be fearful once again. So, but I don't want you guys to be fearful, which is why I say take profit if you are in profit. But if you are not in profit, stick to your strategy that you will hold Bitcoin and crypto for a long term. You will be selling for the next cycle. So even if Bitcoin dip below at least 50, let's say Bitcoin dipped below $60,000, we dip below $70,000. Don't forget, just 2 months ago, Bitcoin was trading between $74,000. So even if Bitcoin dip to $70,000, you will be able to buy more Bitcoin. Guys, even if you don't get it right, it does not mean, Selike, even if you did not get it right, it does not mean. So we are here, so to invest in Bitcoin and crypto in order for us to generate financial freedom together. So you must not speak English, guys. Here in Europe, nobody even know about English. So it does not mean school is not good. It's good. So education is good. It's not a scam. So even if you did not have opportunity to to get a good education. Me as well, I did not go to school, as I always tell you guys, but Bitcoin and crypto has made me to realize that, as you guys can see, I'm trying to speak English to you guys, so I'm not even good. I'm not even good in English, so even so, it does not mean that you did not speak English or you don't go to school, so you don't have to, you can't achieve a financial freedom, no. So if you have a good education, good. But if you did not have the opportunity to have it, but all you just need to do is to have a side hustle, invest in Bitcoin and crypto. For sure, when the market is up, you will achieve a financial freedom so that we all create a financial freedom. In the next few years, I want to be seeing you guys in a Bitcoin and crypto conference as well. So guys, keep this here. That was from Seliki Abi. I hope I get this Paris right. Yeah, it was from Seliki. Yeah, guys, I can see the happy new month everywhere. Where I thought you said on UK, UK. Christabel, favor, you have to forget Seliki. Seliki will never give you a positive feedback. Seliki will never give you a positive uh, feedback on how to reach him. You will never get a positive feedback. Well, the day I know that you will never get a positive feedback from Sedeke is the day when he said that he can't come online with his face. And that means he may have done something wrong in the in the internet space. So guys, always be careful out there. There are people out there working so hard to take your Bitcoin away from you. So you are working so hard to invest in Bitcoin and crypto, but there are people out there working so hard to take your Bitcoin and crypto away from you. Someone is that comment is from Twitch. Remove the space GR. Let me see. You guys, I hope you guys, if you are watching from Twitch, I hope you guys can see me clear. Because people from Twitch are telling me to remove. I don't know Twitch. Can you guys hear me clear from Twitch? Let me see. It's loading. So let's continue with questions. Yeah, you stick to your strategy. So stick to your plan. So one thing I always say in the crypto space is that stick to your plan. Now Bitcoin is trading between $106,000. When Bitcoin was trading between $16,000, Solana was trading below $10. Uh, Ethereum was trading below $1,000. Ethereum was all-time low was between $800. I stick to my plan. My plan was if Solana hit all-time high, because I know Solana will hit all-time high. That's because last cycle, before Solana did below $10, all-time high was $260. I stick to my plan that if Solana hit all-time high, I have to take 50% of my all my soul out. Stick to your plan. You know, if Solana, even if Solana, this cycle, Solana all time high was $296. I don't care if Solana is going to $500. Stick to your plan. When Solana hit 260, if you was taking your Solana, you was take them. Take at least 50% out. Even if as of today, Solana is not trading between, as you guys can see on the screen, it's not trading between 100 and $47. If you have take profit when Solana was traded between $296, which was all-time high, today you will still sit in a huge profit. That is a plan. Always stick to your plan. So don't let most of the influencers change your mindset about the crypto market. So that is because last cycle I did not take any profit. Everybody say, "Oh, Bitcoin Solana is heading up to $500 per coin. Bitcoin $100,000." I was expecting all those things. All my portfolio worth about thousands of dollars debugged out to nothing. When the Celsius crash and a Tether USD crash in 48 hours, I know how much I lost. So, which is why I don't want you guys to make the same mistake which I make in previous cycles. So, which is why I'm here every single day to keep encouraging you guys to keep buying and hold for a long term. And if you're in profit, take profit. It's very, very important. Solana. Not just due to Robinhood launch yesterday. So Solana was not just due to Robinhood launch yesterday. Yesterday there is a news that broke out that Solana spot ETF will be trading in one platform, which I can't recall the name now. By next Wednesday, the staking and the spot ETF will start trading on that platform once again. We start trading there. NFTs shall rise again very soon. Yeah, NFTs will be up once again. I still hold a good amount of NFTs. One thing is that NFTs are down now. It's a good time to buy. I was looking, even if Azuki is now it's now less than 2 Ethereum. Just about 5 months ago, Azuki was about 10 Ethereum, man. Even if a crypto pork is now trading between 43 ETH. I remember Boy Nash crop is now between 12 Ethereum. So one good day I will live stream when we'll be discussing about NFT. So we have to go OpenSea and Magic Eden. So I remember 2022 when Boy Nash club was trading between about 200 to 500 Ethereum per JPEG, between $500,000 per just one NFT. Now it's now trading between 30, $20,000. That is crazy. So NFTs are down as well, not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still holding strong. NFTs are down. I sold Ethereum $100. That is from Seliki. This is this is one thing I always say. A lot of people can't hold for a long term. A lot of people can't hold for a long term. 2018, Abby. A lot of people can't hold for a long term. The job is a big job. So congratulations for that. Congratulations. Congrats. Okra Power Station. Congrats, Seliki. So, guys, We'll be calling it a day. Always share the stream with your friends and family. Every single day, I'm here. I do live stream every single day, to keep letting you guys know what is happening in the crypto space. And keep this year dollar cost average. Keep this year. It's very, very important. It's one of the way to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So every single day, you all know Charisco will always be here to keep updating you guys about Bitcoin and crypto market. Keep share the stream with your friends and family. I want us all to achieve a financial freedom together just by investing in Bitcoin and crypto. So keep this year dollar cost average. And you guys can see, even if Michael Saylor is sitting with about 21 billion dollars in profit. Not just Saylor, Bitcoin has created more millionaire than ever. So Bitcoin went from zero to something above $106,000. 2011 Bitcoin was still trading below. 2010 Bitcoin was trading between 50 cents to not even up to $1. So which is amazing. So I will see you all tomorrow 6 p.m. from 6 p.m. going. So sometimes I do late on with a few minutes, which is why you need to make sure your notification bell is on. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is still holding strong. So there's not much volume. We are still trading sideways. The market is still consolidating. So you don't have to be fearful. See you all tomorrow, guys. Don't forget, you guys are smart and intelligent. With Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together, man. We all achieve a financial freedom together just by investing in Bitcoin and crypto. So, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Charisco is out, guys.